Hi, I'm Pantazi. Today we're going to talk about the right cross. Well, we're going to talk about the left cross as well. Now, typically people take a swing at the head with the right cross or a left cross, a couple body shots trying to get to the liver. If they're not doing a hooking punch into the liver, they're trying to do a cross to the liver, but there are other targets to utilize other than just slamming someone across the head or just punching someone in the side of the body. So let's go into the right cross as an example. Now, the right cross, when you're striking in, you're coming across with the hand. There's no real hooking action. Now, what I'd like you to consider, though, is hooking in with the knuckle. Okay, so when you hit this particular target, instead of just hitting with the broad side of the hand that most boxers do because they got the gloves and they're not really concentrating on the knuckles, you really have to focus on the two knuckles. And that's why they did the Makawara training, the Mukjun training, many different trainings to condition these first two knuckles especially to go into that target. Now, when you do that, you're hooking, so you're hooking into it and slightly forward. Okay, when you're hitting this body target, I'll give you the example, you're hitting that with a slight dragging action. And the reason is you've got an intercostal nerve that you're going to be attacking. Now, this intercostal nerve, when you stretch it from the source with the spine toward the front, that's what's going to cause the dysfunction. So you just can't strike straight in, okay? You strike straight toward the center, but at the same time, you have to have a little hooking drag. And these are the little nuances that most people get frustrated with when they see Kyusho and try to work with it for the first time. They'll see a target and they'll hit the target a few times and the person won't have a very serious dysfunction. Yeah, it'll cause pain, it'll cause a little bit of dysfunction, cause that body reflex action to pull away, that withdrawal reflex. But when you hook in, it gets right into the core, it goes right into the nervous system. And the shock factor of your trajectory going toward the center is going to shock the autonomic system because it shocks the underlying blood vessels, the underlying organ system. And that goes right to the autonomic nervous system, so you get a complete body dysfunction. Can you get a knockout? Sure. Do you always have to? No. If the body collapses on the ground, you can escalate if you want to, you can escape. Now, the main premise that we teach in Kyusho, the modern technology of it, is we can't go around just knocking people off. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to get that fine line between causing full body dysfunction and even unconsciousness. Now think of this, you're out on the street and you lay someone down and they go completely unconscious. What are the chances of their head hitting the cement? They're great. Now, when we fall on floors and whatnot, but we've tailored back on the knockdowns. You want to get a full body dysfunction where the person's semi-cognizant so they can do their slap out or their break fall that's so ingrained in them from taking martial arts for so long. So for the extended video, just sit back, watch the number of different strikes. We're going to go into the anatomical study of it to break down what targets you're actually hitting, the proper trajectories you're hitting, what it ramifies on. Then there's going to be several demonstrations of this because I've been doing this target with the cross punch for a lot of years, okay, probably 10, 20 years by now. I think it's closer to 20. So I want you to sit back and really enjoy what you're seeing. Watch the body reactions of all the dysfunctions that I cause. It causes one particular thing to happen, and that's prevalent. Now, if that happens to the person and they collapse, again, the fight's over. You win, okay? Would it stop in a boxing match? No, probably not, because it doesn't cause a mental dysfunction. It won't cause unconsciousness with the padded gloves. You're not going to be able to dig into the body cavity that deep. But what it's going to do is it's going to knock them down so they get the standing 8 count. Good points on your side if it gets down to the points, okay? And if you keep targeting that, okay, they're going to keep going down. They're going to keep getting that 8 count. Their body's going to be fatigued. Their body's going to be cramped. and overall you're going to overwhelm them because you got the upper hand. When their body's cramped and their hands can't really extend too much in the boxing, then you're going to be at an advantage. So sit back, watch the extended video, and enjoy.